Welcome to another episode of Supernatural Singapore.
That's right.
This is our third episode, and I guarantee you this is the scariest episode yet. I have with me my lovely co-host, Evon.
Yes, welcome to this special edition of Point Blank. Helmi has been very brave.
And I also have two members from Society of Paranormal Investigators,
right.
Wisely and Silver Cross.
That's right.
Now, today we'll be talking about a family who were haunted by poltergeists for a period of more than a year. They're an ordinary Singaporean family. They're Catholic. They're middle class, and about 2 years ago they opened a shop, a cafe in a shop house, and subsequently a lot of strange things started to happen. Let's watch this clip.
To Changi to run a business, a cafe business, on April 2006, and everything was great. We loved the place. Loretta, my wife, grew up in Changi, and things went on smoothly. And
in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning, and we are happy. Things start to happen. We start to encounter spirits in our shop. After
About 6 months.
After 6 months or after Christmas. The first encounter I faced was seeing flashes running through me.
What do you mean flashes ran through you?
Like a silhouette passing by me. It's what I always see most of the time in the evening or at night when I'm about to close.
Is it like a human silhouette?
Yes, I can say it is yes, like a human-like silhouette that just right through. When my wife Loretta started coming to my shop to help me out, that is where I shared with her that I have seen the silhouette, the flashes, and she told me that, hey, actually I saw it too.
It happened one evening while I was at the bar counter. I noticed that once I glanced to my left, I saw like flashes, like balls of flashes. But it passes like very fast. It's like when the second glance is like it just it disappeared.
Was it tall or short?
Looks like to me like a lady. Something in white. So I thought that maybe it's my imagination, or maybe it's just like I'm seeing things. After a few days, we just noticed that just something happened at our shop. It's like we get stray cats forming around our entrance of the shop. It's not only one or two stray cats. It's like a few, like 3 or 4 stray cats gather at the entrance. And then it's like they have seen some kind of something in my shop, because when they turn around at the same direction, it's like something is like jumping in my shop, or there's something that I can't see with my naked eye.
How were they looking? Did they look up, down?
There's some kind of movement.
Left to right?
The problem is that one thing that really freaked me out is that they all turn at the same time. So it's like something is jumping or something is there, and they turn in unison to, on par. They're on par, like something is there. And then a few days later, we get like a swarm of bees that nest around the speakers. And at that time he was
alone
in
at
the
the shop. Bees starts forming, start to nesting outside. kind of ask our regular customers that come around, do they believe in spirits? Apparently, those that we asked believe so. So there came this Malay guy that told us to use
A condo.
a winter melon. Is in the Malay belief that will trap the spirit, and with the spirit trapped inside, they can throw it away into the sea, and that will take out the spirit away.
They also believe that if you put a winter melon, you're able to tell whether a place is clean or not. Yeah.
So the very next day we went to the market. We hunt around for this
that
particular melon. The same day itself, after we placed the melon near the pantry where Loretta always see these flashes.
Yeah. So
that thing start to foam and produce a very funny loud noise. The foam, thick foam, yes, very thick foam, and the sound came out from the melon was like those whipped cream that we squeeze out from the bottle to make cappuccino. That sizzling sound, that kind of sound, and it's loud. And at that time, I was again alone near the pantry, and just like, oh gosh, I'm about to just jump out from the bar counter and run off. That kind of feeling. After this winter melon foaming thing happened, I threw out dark foamy stuff.
You were sick and you threw out dark foamy stuff.
Uneasy, I had an unpleasant feeling inside me, and I have to throw out. So I went to throw out.
In the toilet?
Yeah, in the toilet. And I was surprised that it's only those dark foamy stuff. Because why I'm surprised, because I have just eaten my lunch, and if I've eaten something unclean, I would have thrown out the food that I have eaten.
Now, we actually have pictures of the winter melon that was foaming. We'll see a picture very soon. That's the winter melon. As you can see, there's foam beneath the winter melon. This was, of course, after it started foaming and all those noises formed. The next day when they came back, they took pictures of it.
So the foam actually emerged from inside the watermelon?
Yeah, the winter melon started foaming. It started making very loud noises and started foaming by itself. And so that's another picture. Mm-hmm. Now, guys, what do you think? You guys are professional skeptics. In the past 2 episodes, when we show you episodes of people who've seen ghosts, most of the time you guys are like, maybe he was tired, he imagined it. Away, yeah, do you think this one was a figment of their imagination?
In a way, it could have. As in the winter melon foaming, as you notice in the picture itself, it's actually pretty next to some electrical appliances. Okay. So maybe some leakage of microwave could have caused the thing to start. Actually, it's not foaming, but cooking.
Fruits. I could have fruits sitting next to my microwave oven or whatever, but I've never had an instant of a foaming fruit before.
Maybe the microwave wasn't leaking that badly in your case.
All right. All right, if you're going to put it that way. Now, what about the flashes? The flashes and the orbs that both of them see, and not just them, but also their staff.
Okay, let's just go along with the theory of radiation leakages, microwave leakages, as well as maybe high EMF. So
EMF?
EMF, yes.
What's EMF?
Electromagnetic field.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say if any normal human being, once they are exposed to a large amount of EMF, they actually tend to hallucinate. It actually plays with your mind. So all these, they could be not seeing things, but just that the EMF is actually affecting their way to think. That's all.
All right.
So you're saying they are hallucinating due to microwave leakages and exposed?
Yes.
Because they're exposed to radiation.
Yep.
What do you think, Wesley? What's your take on it?
Well, my view is that it could very well be the feng shui elements around the place, around the shop house. Because I noticed that in theory, if a particular house has undesirable feng shui elements, right, it could very well affect the things in that area, in the building, even the health of the person living there, staying there.
Okay. Now, one of the things that was interesting to me was she said, or this family said, that it only affected their shop house. The shop houses around the vicinity, they're fine. You know, when they speak to the neighbors, like, have you had any supernatural, strange encounters? Nothing has happened to the shops around their shop. Their shop house is the only one that's affected by it. And she said that, she did some research on it, and she said that she spoke about the theory of the poison arrow. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Oh, okay. Talking about feng shui and poisonous arrows, right? There are indeed such a theory in Chinese cultural belief. Different areas, different directions, they are something good and something bad. Something bad, we call them poisonous arrows or sa qi. Well, something good are the positive directions. But this does not apply to anyone living in the area. For example, if a place that has a bad feng shui, it's not 100% that anyone who lives there will have a bad time.
Right.
Similarly, for the good one, it doesn't mean a good place will remain good forever, and anyone who lives there will have a good luck, etc. So we have to take into consideration their birth dates, both of them.
Their birth dates.
To see whether it clashes with the feng shui in that area.
All right.
This is actually quite interesting because you're from the Society of Paranormal Investigators. You tend to take the more scientific tack on things, but you mentioned feng shui.
Actually, it's different for different members have different strengths.
I see.
Right?
So yours is with feng shui and
cultural belief.
Cultural beliefs.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take a comment. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let's
Evon.
see. Picking up on Winnie says it's really spooky, and I agree with her. Mulder. Like from the X-Files. On the issue of cats, cats tend to be strong in yin energy. Does it somehow link to the superstition of avoiding black cats in the West? Aquarius says a similar thing, that cats sense evil energy. They're spooky creatures, and have you seen their eyes in the dark? And Mars Bar thinks that a guy just simply bought a bad melon.
All right.
Foaming on its own. Okay.
Even a bad melon is not going to make noises. But so now, what do you think of? What does it mean that cats are strong in yin energy?
Yes, definitely.
What does that
because in Chinese cultural belief, all things, including all living things, they are living things related to the positive yang energy and those negative yin energy. Because of the living habits of the cats, it is often associated with the yin energy, which is why they often associate cat having the ability to sense evil spirits, negative entities. It's all embedded inside the Chinese cultural belief.
Okay. All right, we're going to go for a break. When we come back, we'll show you pictures that were taken by the family themselves of the orbs that they saw. Back in a minute.